good to see you. Yeah? What do you need? But hello?
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? I can tell you're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up. Oh, sure you can. Now, after taking a few notes, I'll take care of that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed. But I... Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side of... Here, take a few radiation chems. Well, food and medicine. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. Hopefully, you'll be finding food and medicine. While you're away, I can at least search through my junk and see if there's any... Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can...
Don't try it.
So, how's the scabbing been? Really? You did? You did? Well, all right. Tell me all about it. You do what you need to do to get food and medicine, I guess. It's not pretty, but I guess that's the way it's got to be, right? Well, keep what you got. Just traded for a big food shipment myself. Here, take a bit. My treat. The taste kind of grates after a while. Oh, and take this. It's an old food sanitizer. Just carry it with you, and it should automatically make most food and drink more, better. Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell... Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a... I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and...
Well, hot damn! Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. Oh, sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself, huh? Maggie's 9. Sweetest little girl you'd ever care to meet. We take care of each other. I ain't never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be Maggie. I took her in when her parents got... It was a pretty bad scene. Small settlement up north. I'd stopped in. I found Maggie hiding under a bed, in the same room where her parents had been butchered. We've been together ever since. All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that... People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down. Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course...
My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out. Oh, just look at my terrible man. Now, what... Honestly, there's nothing much out here. You're welcome to look around this area, of course. Don't let me dissuade you. My husband built this place way out here for a reason. Oh, that's kind of you. Yes, he's gone. After he built this place, we decided to cut off contact with the outside world and just... Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply carrier. I trade with him for whatever I need. Besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin and if not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up on lonely nights in the wasteland. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. Thank you. Well, my husband had his hobbies. I'm afraid mine was making that sorry instrument. I only wish I could replace it with something better. But now that you mention it, yes, my trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin... Yes, very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps if you give me your word that you will Oh my, I didn't know I still had the looks. Well, you just made my day, I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind. If you do this for me, you're welcome. Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, before you leave, I have some information that it all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2007. It certainly is a long time. That precious... Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how, when the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed... Vault-Tec was always promoting the vaults being... Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family... She kept it in a special pressurized case. If the case is still functioning, Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Swa Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's the catch. I have no idea. I'd suggest making her way to Vault Tech headquarters in the D.C. ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck. She was quite a special woman. Hilda was her name. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how... When war reared its head, she was invited. Happily, she accepted. After... Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in 1714 by he had made a bunch of Stradivarius violins, actually, and each one was individually named. They are regarded as the most outstanding instrument since the bombs fell, laying waste to most of the world. It may... Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, hopefully the Swa Stradivarius was in the case... I hope you're not thinking of doing anything dishonest. You gave me your word. I'm sorry. I wish I did. All I know, When the bombs fell, the vault was sealed. Perhaps when you find it, you can find some sort of a record of what occurred inside. From what I gather, it's located in the... They told me it had extremely high... I'd imagine it's quite dangerous. Watch... Hey, don't get off.